Thomas Weather.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by these fine sponsors. Hear Rich's forecast hourly on these Blue Water Broadcasting radio stations.
Hey, good morning, everybody. On this Monday morning, it is the 10th day of September, and being the 10th day of September, this is the statistical peak of the hurricane season based on decade after decade of hurricane records, and I would agree with that. We have much to talk about this morning as the threat to the United States from what could be an extremely dangerous Hurricane Florence increases as it aims for the Carolinas, and a date with history here later in the week. It could certainly be a significant event, and it will have an indirect effect perhaps on our weather as well. Then what about Hurricane Isaac as it heads for the Caribbean islands this week? Will we ever have to deal with Isaac in this part of the world? Don't know yet. And also our immediate weather, which includes a frontal system that'll be entering the state, and it parks, and our rain chances are about to get a whole lot better. Let's talk about our weather situation first. That's the front I'm talking about, and that's going to be a big player as it moves southeastward and waves of low pressure move along the front. This is 1 o'clock this afternoon. This front is into north central Alabama. It's going to move a little farther south. Then at 7 p.m., notice another wave of low pressure out to the west of us that'll be moving along the front. So the rain chances will be very good today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. And there's future radar, and that backs up the fact that there'll be a lot of showers and storms around. They'll be rather numerous, especially by afternoon and evening, but even continuing in the overnight hours with today's high 88, tonight's low 72, and tomorrow with the front stalled right on top of us and waves of low pressure moving along it, the rain chances are good again. So look for scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms again on Tuesday. My lawn needs it. Maybe your lawn needs it too. And then on Wednesday, more showers and storms. Now, this is the GFS, and we note Florence approaching the North Carolina coast. That's Wednesday p.m. Here's Thursday p.m., and I'm talking about in the afternoon and just off the North Carolina coast at that hour, according to the GFS. And what happens Friday is our storms almost go away because of the subsidence around Florence. In other words, our air is sinking, the air around Florence is rising, and there's what's left over of the storm on Saturday morning, still producing prolific amounts of rain over the Carolinas and Middle Atlantic coastal region, but not many showers at all in our region, maybe none, perhaps. So let's review the forecast for you. Very good chance of showers and thunderstorms, not only today, but tomorrow and Wednesday as well. Then the storms thin out, and again, that's an effect on Florence, and kind of an outer effect with sinking air over us. The rain chances thin out. High temperatures will be back in the low to mid-90s late in the week. Out in the tropics, it's a traffic jam. We have Florence out there in the middle of the Atlantic, and then you see Isaac behind it and Helene behind that, and another disturbed area about to come into the Gulf of Mexico that could become a low-pressure area approaching Texas later. We'll center on Florence and Isaac. Helene is going to be a storm that's going to be curving out into the Atlantic, so we won't waste your time on Helene. Let's talk about Florence first, which is going through rapid intensification this morning. Will become a major hurricane later on today. No aircraft are out in the system right now. Air Force reconnaissance later. It's heading for North Carolina, and you can see the system making landfall as a major hurricane, perhaps on Thursday. And there's the European on Thursday at 7 p.m. with the storm very close to the North Carolina, South Carolina border at that hour. This is Friday at 1 p.m., showing the storm still a powerful storm located, perhaps still a tropical storm near Charlotte. The Florence models have all come together now, all bunched together, aiming at the Carolinas in what will be perhaps a historic event, perhaps a catastrophic event. Isaac is a hurricane now heading for the general direction of the Caribbean islands. It will probably be a hurricane when it gets to the islands, but may become a tropical storm after that. Then what for Isaac? Will it be a storm that curves into the Atlantic? Will it be destined for the Gulf of Mexico eventually? We don't know. Isaac's future is very much a mystery. We'll continue to watch that storm. First off, we're worried about Florence. We'll be live on the radio this morning from 6 to 9 on News Talk 93.1 with Greg, Jay, and Emily. Ryan Stinn and I will be talking, no doubt, about hurricanes here this morning at 5:50 a.m. Watch us on TV, Channel 8 and Channel 32, the Alabama News Network. And then at 6:40 a.m., our morning crew kind of interacts with their morning crew. That's always a lot of fun. Another video for you first thing tomorrow morning at 4:45 a.m. as we continue to check out the tropics and the possible impact on the United States, including the Carolinas, and then later on, who knows what happens with Isaac and those other systems out there. Have a good day today. I'll keep you up to date.
Rich Thomas Weather.